Hello, and welcome back to Graceful Aging Senior. After the age of 60, our bodies face growing challenges. High blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, memory decline, and cancer become real threats, not distant risks. In the United States, more than 38 million people live with diabetes, and over 70% of adults above 60 have high blood pressure. These numbers mean that millions of families live with worry every day, never knowing if their loved ones will remain safe and healthy. One of the greatest fears at this age is not waking up after going to bed. Many strokes and heart attacks strike during sleep or early morning. Families describe the pain of saying goodnight normally, only to find the next morning that someone never woke up. For older adults with high blood pressure or diabetes, the risk is 2 or 3 times higher. This is why researchers have looked closely at natural habits that can protect the body. Among them, green tea stands out. It has been consumed for centuries, but modern studies have confirmed its benefits for the heart, blood sugar, and even cancer prevention. The key compound is EGCG, or epigallocatechin gallata, one of the most powerful antioxidants known in food. The Osaki cohort study from Tohoku University in Japan, published in the Journal of the American Medical Association in 2006, followed over 40,000 adults aged 40 to 79 for up to 11 years. It showed that people who drank 5 or more cups of green tea per day had a 31% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease compared to those who drank less than 1 cup. The protective effect was strongest in women. Other research has confirmed benefits for diabetes. Clinical trials in China found that drinking green tea for 12 weeks significantly lowered HbA1c, an important marker of long-term blood sugar control in patients with type 2 diabetes. Lower HbA1c means lower risk of kidney failure, nerve damage, and vision loss. In the United States, diabetes remains one of the leading causes of blindness and kidney disease in older adults, so this effect is very important. Prostate cancer is another fear for older men. It is the second most common cancer in this group. Research from Kyoto University suggests that EGCG from green tea can slow down the growth of prostate cancer cells, offering some protection. For seniors, knowing that a simple daily habit may help reduce such risks can be very reassuring. The science explains why. Catechins in green tea relax blood vessels, improve circulation, reduce oxidative stress, lower LDL cholesterol, and make blood clots less likely. They also improve insulin sensitivity, making it easier for the body to manage glucose. Together, these effects reduce the risk of stroke, heart disease, and diabetic complications. For daily use, if fresh tea leaves are available locally, they can be harvested, washed, and brewed. Otherwise, organic green tea leaves or tea bags can be bought at supermarkets, pharmacies, or online stores such as Amazon. Always choose products without artificial flavoring or coloring. To prepare, use water around 80 degrees Celsius or 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Boiling water can destroy antioxidants and make the tea taste bitter. 2 to 3 small cups per day, each about 150 milliliters, are enough. Drink them in the morning or early afternoon. Seniors with sensitive stomachs should avoid drinking on an empty stomach and instead have tea after meals. In summary, green tea is more than a drink. For people over 60, it can be a daily shield against some of the most serious health threats of aging: stroke, diabetes, and prostate cancer. With strong scientific evidence and practical ways to use it every day, green tea deserves a place in the routine of anyone who wants to age with better protection and peace of mind. Part 2. Chamomile tea. After 60, one of the most exhausting problems many people face is not heart disease or diabetes, but the inability to sleep. Sleepless nights slowly drain the body and the mind. In the United States, more than 50 million adults struggle with sleep disorders, and almost 1 in 3 older adults suffers from chronic insomnia. Poor sleep does not only bring fatigue and irritability. When it becomes long-term, it doubles the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and accelerates memory decline. Today, more than 7 million Americans over 65 are already living with Alzheimer's. For many families, the fear of losing memory is even greater than the fear of losing physical health. This is why chamomile tea is such an important ally for seniors. It is known as a calming tea, but modern science has explained why it works. Chamomile flowers contain a compound called apigenin. Apigenin binds to the same receptors in the brain that medications for sleep and anxiety act upon. The effect is gentler, but it helps the brain enter a state of relaxation and promotes natural sleep. Several scientific studies have supported these effects. A randomized controlled trial conducted at nursing homes in Isfahan, Iran, followed older adults with chronic insomnia. Those who consumed chamomile tea twice a day for 4 weeks had significantly better sleep quality scores compared to the control group. Their time to fall asleep was shorter, and they experienced fewer night awakenings. Another study at the University of Pennsylvania in the United States tested chamomile extract in adults with generalized anxiety disorder. Over 8 weeks, those receiving chamomile showed reduced anxiety symptoms compared to placebo. This matters because anxiety is one of the most common reasons older adults lie awake at night. By lowering anxiety, chamomile makes it easier to fall asleep naturally. These results matter because insomnia is not a minor issue. Lack of sleep weakens the immune system, raises blood pressure, increases blood sugar, and over time damages the brain. Chronic sleep deprivation is directly linked with heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. For older adults who are already vulnerable, every night without proper rest adds another layer of risk. In addition to apigenin, chamomile also has mild anti-inflammatory and antispasmodic effects. It can calm the digestive tract, making it useful for people who experience indigestion or bloating at night. It has also been shown to reduce mild hypertension, giving additional support to seniors with high blood pressure. Even a small drop in blood pressure at night can lower the strain on the heart and blood vessels. For practical use, chamomile tea can be made from fresh or dried flowers. In regions where chamomile grows, flowers can be harvested, gently washed, and dried in the shade to preserve their oils. A handful of dried flowers brewed in hot water makes a soothing cup. For most people, it is easier to buy dried chamomile flowers or organic chamomile tea bags from supermarkets, pharmacies, or online sources such as Amazon. It is important to choose products that list chamomile as the only ingredient, without added flavors or artificial sweeteners. The preparation is simple. Use water just below boiling, around 90 degrees Celsius, and steep the flowers or tea bag for about 5 minutes. The tea should be light golden in color and mildly fragrant. For best results, seniors should drink 1 to 2 cups in the evening, about an hour before bedtime. This helps the body wind down and prepare for sleep. It is better not to sweeten the tea with sugar, as sugar may raise blood glucose and interfere with sleep quality. Honey in small amounts can be used if desired, but plain tea is best. Seniors who are already taking medication should be aware of interactions. Chamomile may increase the effect of blood-thinning medicines such as warfarin, and in rare cases it can cause allergic reactions in people sensitive to plants in the daisy family. These cases are uncommon, but it is wise to start with a small amount and see how the body responds. In summary, chamomile tea is more than a calming ritual. For people over 60, it addresses one of the most pressing problems of aging: sleepless nights and the fear of losing memory. By improving sleep quality, lowering anxiety, and offering gentle support for blood pressure and digestion, chamomile tea becomes a safe and natural tool for seniors who want to protect both body and mind. Restful sleep is not just comfort, it is protection against disease, and chamomile tea can help make that possible. Part 3. Oolong tea. After 60, one of the most common problems older adults face is rising blood sugar and expanding waistlines. Many people hear the same warning at every doctor's visit. Your blood sugar is too high. You are in the pre-diabetic range. In the United States, nearly 98 million adults are living with prediabetes, and the majority do not even know it. For people over 60, This silent condition often develops into type 2 diabetes within a few years if no changes are made. At the same time, almost 40% of older adults are overweight or obese, which greatly increases the risk of heart disease and stroke. These numbers show how serious the problem has become for seniors. Oolong tea, a traditional semi-fermented tea between green and black, has been studied for its role in controlling blood sugar, body weight, and cholesterol. Its unique polyphenols combine the benefits of both green and black tea, giving it strong effects on metabolism. Unlike medication, which often brings side effects, oolong tea offers gentle daily support that can add up over time. One of the best-known studies comes from Taiwan. Researchers led by Hosoda and colleagues conducted a randomized crossover trial in patients with type 2 diabetes. 20 participants were asked to drink 1.5 liters of oolong tea every day for 30 days, while continuing their prescribed medication. Compared to the control period when they drank only water, their blood sugar levels dropped significantly during the tea phase. This study demonstrated that oolong tea could add to the benefits of standard diabetes treatment and help stabilize blood glucose. Other population studies in Taiwan, involving more than 1,500 older adults, showed that regular consumption of oolong tea was associated with a 23% lower risk of metabolic syndrome, a dangerous cluster of conditions including high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess abdominal fat, and abnormal cholesterol. This suggests that oolong tea does not only act on blood sugar, but also helps the entire metabolic system work more efficiently. These findings matter because metabolic syndrome is extremely common among seniors. In the United States, millions of older adults live with at least 3 of its components: high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, and central obesity. Each one increases the risk of heart disease and stroke, but together they more than double the risk. This is why doctors emphasize lifestyle changes for older adults. Oolong tea can be a simple but effective part of such a routine. The mechanisms are clear. The polyphenols in oolong tea increase insulin sensitivity, helping cells absorb and use glucose more effectively. They also inhibit the enzymes that digest fat, which can reduce fat absorption and help with weight control. At the same time, oolong tea lowers LDL cholesterol and raises HDL cholesterol, improving the overall lipid profile. These combined effects explain why oolong drinkers often have lower body mass indexes and better blood sugar readings than those who do not drink tea regularly. For everyday use, oolong tea can be prepared in several ways. In regions where tea is grown, fresh oolong leaves can be harvested and brewed directly. For most people, high-quality oolong tea bags or loose-leaf tea are available in supermarkets, health food stores, pharmacies, and online on platforms such as Amazon. As with other teas, it is important to choose products without artificial flavors or coloring. Preparation is straightforward. Use water around 90 degrees Celsius and steep for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on preference. The tea should have a light amber color and a smooth, slightly floral taste. For seniors, 1 to 2 cups per day are sufficient. Morning or early afternoon is the best time, as drinking too late may disturb sleep due to its caffeine content. Oolong is gentler than black tea but still provides a mild stimulant effect. People with sensitive stomachs should avoid very strong brews, as concentrated tea can sometimes cause discomfort. Starting with a lighter infusion and gradually adjusting is the best approach. Seniors taking medication for diabetes or blood pressure can safely drink oolong tea, but they should monitor their blood sugar to see how it responds. In rare cases, excessive tea consumption may interfere with iron absorption, so moderation is important. In summary, oolong tea provides natural support for the problems most seniors face today: rising blood sugar, weight gain, and unhealthy cholesterol levels. It is not a cure, but daily use can reduce the risk of diabetes progression, lower the chance of developing metabolic syndrome, and improve overall cardiovascular health. For people over 60 who want to protect their heart, manage their blood sugar, and maintain a healthier weight, Oolong tea is a safe and practical choice that fits easily into daily life.